It's the same one that's right there. So here's the manger for the steers. I want to put it right up here. It's going to go on this south face because I got them out of here, but I didn't really look at anything. And I was just starting to say, well, I hope they didn't do anything to my new scale, but yeah, that's my power cord. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Ohrmundt Simmentals. This is Chris. All right, it is Monday afternoon. I'm home from work, and we are off and running. All right, so the last couple weeks really haven't recorded a whole heck of a lot, partially because of the holidays, partially because I was a little sick, and partially because there wasn't a whole heck of a lot going on. But we're going to jump back into things today. Normal feeding type stuff. We do have a new lick tub for the main group. First thing on the list, besides opening the wires for Dad, corn silage, which has been going good. But as far as the pile goes, we are actually only have about a third of the pile left. So distance wise, probably just under half volume wise. So hopefully it goes another month and a half or so, and then I guess we'll just wait and see. And Dad and I have already been in many discussions already on where we're gonna get a couple more acres of corn silage. So that's already been started already. Alright, so another lick tub for the calves. This is only their second tub, so they've been doing pretty good. There we go. Got a little oblong. And then their mineral, I have to clean this out once in a while. It's been getting a little dirty, but not too bad. But that's the same mineral that I put in there like a month ago. So between their tub and that guy, they've got all the mineral they ever wanted and salt. So it's worked out pretty good. So one thing I did get today, I finally pulled the trigger and got another outside camera. So there's no good picture on here. Sure, here we go. So it's the same brand as what's outside. It's the same brand as what's in that box. It's another one of the HoSafe brand. It's just an Amazon camera. It's the same one that's right there. And I want to try one of the solar cameras. And honestly, these things aren't expensive. They're like, I think this one was $35 or $40. Might have been $50. Because it's solar powered, but I'm not sure. But this one, so this is all the solar panel right here, and this just connects to the camera with a micro USB Type C, the Type C connection. So, and then here's the camera. I think this one also has spotlights on it, which the Deco does, but my other two HoSafe do not. Not a super huge deal because this other HoSafe right here is going to go in the barn. But my other HoSafe, if I use it, or like this one, just way better. Because I've had these Zomoto cameras for like 5 years, and I'd say they've been good. They're inexpensive. these guys. They're inexpensive. The picture quality is pretty decent. You just double punch on the screen and it zooms in, kind of like the Deco one, but obviously you just lose quality. And I think they're only like 720p, but I want to essentially put that camera like, I don't know, like right in here. And the reason why is when, you know, we have if everything's full, if barn is full with pairs, we potentially have a pair here, and then a pair in what we call pen number 3. Pen number 3 is the one we really like to calve in all the time, because we have a camera right here, which that one technically will get replaced someday too. But the hard one is if we're calving right here. We have a camera right there. That's probably our worst camera we have. But I want to put a camera right there, especially if it's a rotating style, because then I can look back there. I can look in here. I can also look up into there, which isn't as important because of that one. So that's what the plan is. And as of today, being January 6th, we are about 5 weeks from calving. About 5 weeks from calving. So for sure in 5 weeks, we're gonna have some animals in the yard that are getting ready to calve. All right, Tuesday afternoon, a little bit later start. Dad and I went to go look at something. Weren't overly excited with what we saw. We had looked at it a couple weeks ago, actually about a week and a half ago. They said they had to do a couple things to it, which we agreed with that. But they didn't do any of it. They did like one out of like 4 things. So a little annoyed by that. So we're a little bit late on our start. Okay, sorry girls. Yep, we got two's about. Let's go, come on. I like the way this girl's turning out. This is cowboy cut out of Piglet. Come on, girl. I think by the time she gets to the summer with her calf, things are gonna look pretty darn good. And there's a very good chance she has a high life in her, the Select Sires bull. I really like that guy. And I think we have 1 or 2 high lifes coming. 2 would be sweet. So last night I ended the night working on my new camera. And I guess I'll give you guys a close-up of where I'm gonna throw that thing. So here's the manger for the steers. I want to put it right up here. It's gonna go on this south face. You see how that cable, that wire kind of jogs right there? I want to put it like right above there. Again, yes, there is power running up there, but that's all sealed and contained. I really don't want to disturb it. And for the cost of a solar camera, I think it's worth the experiment. Here. The other day I came in the barn and a bunch of calves had gotten up in here, and they must have been up here for a little while. Oh Christ, there's crap everywhere. I just hope they didn't oh, that's not good. I just started saying, because I got them out of here, but I didn't really look at anything. And I was just starting to say, well, I hope they didn't do anything to my new scale, but yeah, that's my power cord. So, crap. All right, looks like I have to figure out a power supply for this guy now, and hopefully they didn't wreck it any further. All right, I think I found some other chunks. It looks like here's the remnants of the power block, and it looks like the cable had a USB on one end and then this DC plug on the other. If I can figure out what wattage it is, I'm sure I can probably order a new cable. That's annoying. So I have been keeping up with, for the cows now for, I don't know, about a month now, is using the Redmond fine salt. This is the only one that Fleet carries. This or it in block form. So, you know, I figured since I kind of had started it, giving them something a little bit nicer, a little better quality, hopefully better quality. So I've been sticking with it. This weekend I will get some selenium and we'll start getting that into them too. Because hopefully that, I do that every year and it does seem to help, versus a lot of guys will bring their animals in, they'll run them, and they'll give them a shot of like multi-min or a selenium shot or something like that. I try to do it with the mineral, and what I've heard or read is that you need like about a month you need about like a month of them digesting it for it to start taking effect. So, all right, feeding is done, but I can't close the wires because our little loop that we hooked the gate onto, yeah, that broke. It's, to be honest, it's been wearing out and I've been just waiting for it to break. So, time to fix. So this is what I'm talking about right here, is it broke right there. So I got a chunk of wire. I can't remember if this is by itself or not. If it's not, it's gonna be when I'm done with it. All right, that is fixed. Not too bad. Hey, how's it going? All right, it is Wednesday afternoon and I just got done pumping up my dad's tires. He needs new tires, I just told him that. Like, it's literally like every 5 days I gotta pump them up. Gonna clean out these mangers quick. One of them, out of the 3 green ones, one we didn't clean out the other day, but figured since there's a lot less in there, it'd be a lot easier to clean out. And then I think we might try and clean off our equipment trailer. It's kind of in our way for getting Calves this weekend. All right, so not spotless, but we got most of it out. A couple of them had a lot of stuff that was like frozen to the bottom. So we'll dump this in by the cows, and for them it'll be a little bit of a treat. And we are making a little progress on getting stalks. We're only on like our, I don't know, 4th option. So didn't think it would be this difficult to get some corn stalks. So they kind of know what's going on. And there's really, all there is in that stuff is like between a little bit of leaves and a little bit of cob. That's really all there is. There's really no corn left in there. The calves have done a really decent job of picking through that. It really is just leaf that's dried out too much that they just don't like it. And then a bunch of that cob. But the cows will see it as like, holy cow, this is a treat. So yeah, so we started doing that. It's no different than giving them actually just hay, but You know, it's not like we're giving them corn silage. It's all the fluff and the filler, but it doesn't go to waste as a feed. So thanks to EAB Farms for reminding me of that, because I believe I caught that in one of his last videos. So we have been liking, and like I mentioned before, we've been liking the results we're getting out of the corn silage. Like this 75, this bull ruler heifer, I mean, just like the thickness that we're getting out of the feed. These 3 black ones, that one, and then these 2 mic drops, I mean, they are just super nice. Here's Mags, here's Barb's daughter. She's turning out really nice. And then little Cora May, she's turning out okay too. I think she's slowed down just a little bit, but her mom was also a little smaller framed animal as well. But she's filling out nice. Oh, and then the number 10 heifer is doing really nice as well. And these steers, I mean, 29, she always has, Photo always has a good steer calf. Well, she had a nice bull calf, actually a cash flow bull a couple of years ago, and somebody from the other side of town, it's technically the Ringel area, so it's like a 20-minute drive on the east side of town. So somebody over there bought them. So hopefully, I think they've turned out okay for him. I think like a year later or something, he had messaged me and said he was doing really nice. But everybody's doing really well. I wish this dude would have been a bull. This is that mic drop out of a shear force. Yep, I'm talking about you, buddy. But he's just fat and sassy. And then our bulls are doing pretty darn decent as well. Hey, how's it going? All right, it is Thursday afternoon, so happy Friday Eve. Yeah, I'll hit that one once in a while too. A little bit later start. Dad and I went on a little bit of a field trip. Not really, it's only like 8 minutes away, but it was a good trip, and you guys will see the results of that trip in a few weeks. So it was good. And I did get DNA samples mailed out. They make it pretty decently convenient. And since I had 10 samples and they come 10 samples per box, then it was kind of nice. Just tape that box shut. Got another box, mail it out. Should be there on Monday, unless it gets held up by all of these nice snowstorms. So hopefully it doesn't get held up, but it'll probably still be like a month, 4, 6, 8 weeks, give or take, till I get results back. But when I do, you'll find out. Hey, happy Friday, everybody. All right, so we are home and it is feeding time, and we actually need quite a bit of stuff today. It's 2 bales out there, corn silage. Calves need a bale. Another positive note is we do have corn stalk bales on order. We should get a load next Saturday. So this is stuff we got to take off the equipment trailer. One way or another it needs to come off, and this trailer needs to move because for this weekend we got to flip that elevator and get her into the unload the crib, because we're going to bust into the crib for a little bit of cob. But these are the slabs from mom and dad's house from their approach. We were able to pull them out, and we're going to reuse them because we still have some of these guys. And if you remember the project from the BDA where we laid them down so the steers can step on them, what do we got left here? We got 6 of those panels. We want to take these off. We're going to save these, and we're going to do the same thing that we did in the BDA, somewhere over there, somewhere in our normal area. Not sure which pen will get that, and we may or may not pour a couple more. I guess we'll see. But we've got 3 of these sections, and these are actually thicker and probably heavier than those over there. And then we've got some leftover bag concrete that it didn't really pay to take it back, because this has been under tarp and it's going to go up in the barn, and it's in plastic bags, so it's still in really good shape, and we will find a way to use that sooner than later. Not all of it anyways, but some of it over the course of time. All right, so that's nice to get that done, because we got to move that trailer tomorrow, like I said, so we can get a little bit of cob out of there, because the gravity box we're going to use tomorrow is probably only half full. I looked at it the other day, so we got to put a little more in. Not a big deal. The elevator's got to get set up anyways, so that'll be good. I got the parts I think I need to power up my scale, so I think I'm gonna check that. So for like $8 I have a bunch of these. Probably not as long as I would want, but I have an extension cord, and then a little power block. All right, let's go check this guy out. Okay, where to start? Looks like we have power. Looks like it's actuating. So, might just be the way it's sitting. I gotta get something to clean this off a little bit. There it goes to 0. Yeah, I think she works. Okay, so that works. That's good. That is nice. All right, for whatever reason, the other hose safe does not want to connect to the same app as the solar powered one. So that all annoys me a lot, because that was one of the whole things I wanted to decide if I wanted to go with HoSafe or the Deco. So I'm going to have to contact HoSafe and ask them, why can't I put them all in one app? They're probably going to tell me it's some functionality thing, that this app has different function. Like, I don't care. You have one brand. Why can't I use the cameras all in one app? We're going to call it the end of the day. It is the end of the week. It is Friday, and I'm going to go get changed and go find myself a fish fry, and we know where we're going. So yeah, it's going to be, it'll be nice. It's been a little while. But I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a good weekend coming up. It's going to be actually a pretty busy weekend for us because we got a grind. We got that hitch plate that we want to work on. So all of that should be pretty decent weekend. And the weather's not supposed to be total garbage. It should be actually halfway decent. Today is actually halfway decent. But all right, hope you guys have a great weekend coming up. Hope you guys liked the video. Again, hit that thumbs up button, supports the channel. And if you guys want to share our content, by all means, share our content. Just hit the share button, share it out to whatever social media you guys use. If you guys got any questions, of course, leave them in the comments as always. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, because I know most of you are not subscribed that are watching. But please subscribe, because that probably is the biggest thing to help support the channel and support what we're doing here at Ohrmundt Simmentals. And of course, thanks for coming along.